give us direction from above. We need a word from the Lord. Word from the Lord. Just one word from the Lord.
I mean, if you are a Christian,
and cause us
and there's no way that you can live the Christian life without prayer. There's no way. It's not going to happen. It can't be done. You have to depend upon the power of God.
Yeah.
You have to depend upon the power of God. That's like saying that I'm going to drive my car, but I'm not going to ever go to the gas station. Hello?
You're going to drive it along.
You ever been around those kind of people that don't like to go to the gas station? You be driving, looking at that hand on E. You say, man, I want to get stuck on the side of the road. Especially because you just too lazy to go to the gas station. Hello? Hello? Christians, prayer is a must, especially in a time where there is no hope.
Yes.
The situation may be grim. That's right. It may be grim. And it may be an issue of whether you're going to able to overcome. It may be an issue whether you feel like you're about to lose your life. And the only way you can get hope is that you have to pray. He gives us a good illustration. You say, preacher, what is prayer? I'm glad you asked.
All right.
Because that's the basic. That's Christianity 101. What is prayer? Can anybody tell me what prayer is? Just say it out if you know what prayer is.
Supplication.
Supplications. Okay, Mr. Smarty. What does supplication mean? Christianity 101. Okay, I'll teach you. Christianity 101 said, talking to God.
Supplication, preacher.
We breaking it down. Christianity 101. Talking to God.
Theology.
Okay? Talking to God. That's what prayer is. That's why he says, hear my voice. If God can't hear your voice, then you're not talking to him.
Come on now.
Hello?
That's right.
Hello? Anybody know how to really pray? Because people, in the church, they be faking it. They be faking it. And they like to use big words like supplications.
Theology.
Amen.
Yeah, you better.
Prayer is talking to God.
All right.
And better yet, it's talking to God like you talking to your best friend.
Amen.
That's it.
Amen.
Talking to God like you're talking to your best friend.
That's right.
You ever hear me and my best friend talk? I mean, I'm talking. Not trying to be fake, not trying to be phony. I'm telling it like it T.I.
That's it. Yep. That's it.
And that's what you need to do as Christians. Especially if you find yourself struggling with hope. Especially when you find yourself being overtaken by the storms of life.
Well.
And anybody here knows who've lived for Christ a little bit that sometimes it can be peaceful, then all of a sudden all hell will break loose.
Well.
Be peaceful and all of a sudden you're getting a call from the emergency room. There I know that the devil has been busy this last week.
Yep.
He's been busy.
Yep.
He's been doing his job. He's the only one that seems to be on his job. He ain't gonna be late.
Well.
As a matter of fact, he's gonna work through lunch. Work through break time. While we as Christians, we take an extra 15 minutes. The devil is busy.
Yeah.
And the only way you can really, really combat him is to pray.
That's it.
And you have to pray the way you feel. And sometimes, you feel wrong. But that's the one thing I like about this series in Hope is that we see some folk who start out wrong, but they always end up right.
All right.
And you pray your emotions, say, Lord, I don't know why this happened. Lord, this is wrong. Lord. I mean, you talk to him like you're talking to your best friend.
That's it.
And you cry to him. Hannah is a wonderful example of crying to God. Hannah prayed the way some people about her dreams, the way some people pray about healing. If you've ever been around prayer or prayer ministries, it seems like the most desperate people who want prayer is those who need to be healed.
Well,
those who are sick. They are the ones that are not ashamed to pray and ask for prayer, to cry out to God. But all the well people don't like to pray. Hello? Prideful folk don't like to pray. Hello? Somebody tonight ought to say, make me sick, oh Lord. To teach me how to pray.
Start praying.
Don't make me sick.
You better start praying.
Teach me another way, Lord.
Get praying then.
But if you notice in your Christian walking, in your Christian faith, it was never the high times, the mountaintop experiences where you were closer to God.
That's right.
It was always the low times.
That's it. That's it.
It's always been the low times that can get you off your feet to your knees. Ooh. And it's the key to having a prayer life. He says, hear the voice of my supplications when I cry unto thee. Hear me when I cry unto thee. I cry like Hannah cried. I like Hannah's prayer is because her prayer didn't have to do with sickness. Her prayer didn't have to do with providing a bill. Her prayer had to do with her dreams. She wanted to have a child, and that was a dream. And she prayed about that dream like she was so desperate that she cried out to the Lord till the preacher saw her mumbling and fumbling to herself, and he thought she was drunk.
That's right.
That's prayer. That's crying to the Lord. That's when you broke through all of the fanciness. That's when you've broken through all of the religiosity and you just pour yourself out. That's what prayer is. I don't know if I've done this illustration here with prayer, but I'm going to do this illustration right now about prayer because prayer is like you're this bottle and you're filled up with worries, filled up with concerns, filled up with what your boss is doing, maybe what your mate is doing, what your children is doing, and you just filled up. Prayer is pouring it all out to the Lord. It's giving it all away. Pouring it all out. Guess what? When you pour it out, you're lighter. Say when you pour it out.
The calm on the sea. But what we need is a special word that will burn within our heart and give us direction from above.